starts right now.
We are starting this hour with one of my favorite things. No, not just the weddings, but the cake. You see, there are people who cry at weddings. If you follow Kevin on social media, you know he cries at movies, and I cry for cake. This is Victoria, and Victoria's going to be part of the big Washington wedding experience this weekend, and you guys are going to be showing off some of your cakes, all that good stuff. I have two quick questions. Aaron's going to talk to you a lot later on. The flavors of the season are what for this year? What are people going for?
Right now, we're still into very much of the lemons, the raspberry, the fruit, but we're also getting to the fall season, so people love caramel macchiato, pumpkin spice, and carrot.
For cakes? For a wedding cake?
Absolutely.
Pumpkin spice wedding cake?
Absolutely. It's what our bridal couple and wedding couple likes.
All right, well, what they want is what they get.
That's their
and
day.
The other question, now, you should order your wedding cake 3 to 6 months out. Does anybody wait until the last minute? What's the latest you've heard from somebody saying, Victoria, I need a cake?
I forgot to order the cake in my weddings tomorrow.
That's happened?
Oh, it has happened. It keeps us on our feet.
And did you deliver?
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic.
It's all magic.
These look absolutely beautiful. It's a great display as well. So we'll chat with Victoria a little bit later on. Pumpkin spice wedding cake.
Caramel macchiato wedding cake, all those.
These crazy millennials, right?
I know, right?
Wow, okay.
Less than 24 hours.
I don't know how I
wedding
feel
cake.
about those spiced wedding cakes.
Well, when you get married, Mo, you can do whatever you want
That's
with it.
right.
Could you imagine that feeling of panic, though, if you realized last minute you forgot the cake?
Oh my God.
But the fact that something like her could come through for you is pretty amazing.
And how much business is that going to get
Yeah.
you when you deliver at the last minute? All right, also, we talked about it right off the top of the show. The Washington Wedding Experience returns this weekend. Look at those cakes, how fancy. We'll see if Erin can resist digging in when she's in the kitchen getting a sneak peek at some of the latest cake trends. It's 10:38. Well, listen, we know fashion is a big part of weddings, and weddings are not complete without, in addition to the fashion, people saying I do, and yeah, the cake. And Erin is in the kitchen with all of those details. Lucky you.
Oh, no complaints over here, Steve. And, you know, that's right. We have the perfect guest. But before she heads to Washington Wedding Week, the experience out there at Eagle Bank Arena this weekend, Victoria Wu, the owner of Cakes by Happy Eatery, she's joining us here in the cafe to talk about all the latest wedding cake trends. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
So come on over this way so we can show off the cakes. These look incredible. What are some of the trends that we're seeing for this wedding season?
You know, for this wedding season is the deconstructed cake. It's how the cake is being showcased.
So it's not the traditional tower you expect.
No, it's still that height, but again, we're going wide. So it's a
Gotcha.
lot of equipment, a lot of the different accessories, things that kind of complement how you're designing the entire reception room.
So this cake would be displayed entirely just like this. These aren't different cakes.
You can have different flavors. So it's the same kind of design. This one was inspired by the royal wedding cake for Harry and Meghan. So it's that kind of like just finished cake from the pastry chef's turntable.
Got it.
Coming out with beautiful florals, kind of in the natural greenery style. So this is one style, but you can have different design elements to it. But how can you display it for your own wedding? So this is one aspect and one
So
design.
it's really thinking outside the box now.
It is. It's, again, trying to do something a little bit different from the last wedding you attended and still reflect your personal style.
Well, I know that since the royal wedding cake themes have been huge, and I know they did a traditional fruit cake. Is that something guests want, or are they putting their own spin on it?
So the traditional English cake is more the fruit cake, but you have really what I call an American bride. You had a California trained baker and pastry chef.
Right.
And they want something that was a little different, something seasonal, something relevant, something meaningful. So what they had was a vanilla cake that was soaked in an elderberry cordial.
So elderberry is a very big flavor now.
It is. It's like that elderflower. It came from the Queen's estate. So what it is so what we did on this cake was the vanilla cake soaked in the elderflower cordial with a lemon curd inside. But you can do all sorts. So it's different designs. Different flavors that you would like.
Now, this is a really exciting part. I'm assuming couples get to come in and sample different kinds of cake
yes.
before they decide.
They cannot out-eat us at the bakery.
That's awesome.
The tastings are usually done at the bakery.
Right.
And so whatever the clients and the wedding couple likes, we got a whole kitchen behind us, so whatever flavor that they like, they can have.
And we do have some photos of some cakes that you've put together. Really just beautiful different designs. So depending upon whatever image you have in mind for what you want your special day
Correct.
to be.
So there's still like the deconstructed cake, but you could have it with the cupcake. So you could have it with the dessert bar, miniature pastries, or different flavors of cake. So this does not necessarily need to be all the same flavor. You can have different varieties.
So all of your guests are kind of accommodated and happy,
You can.
whether the bride and groom might have something unique in mind for what they want.
Absolutely. And we'll have cake tastings also. As you said, we'll be at the wedding show, the wedding experience next weekend. And so we'll have all different flavors, including the royal cake tasting.
So head out 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. September 16th, Eagle Bank Arena. You can sample some wedding cakes and check out the great styles that are up and coming and hot for the fall trend and winter trend, I guess, of
That's
weddings.
it. We are right in the second part of wedding season right now, so September and October.
Wow. Victoria, thank you so much. And I see you have some samples back there.
I did.
I'm just saying.
Slice right here.
This might be the
really
closest thing I get to having my own wedding cake anytime soon. So I'm going to dig in.
This is a practice for it.
Oh, that is amazing.
Isn't it
It's
really nice
light.
floral scent from the elderflower cordial in there?
I'm usually a frosting girl, not a cake girl. And I got to tell you, this is the most moist, delicious cake.
Good.
It's incredible.
I'm glad.
Thank you so much. At least I know where to go when I should need a wedding cake sometime in the
Anytime.
distant future, guys. Toss it back to you.
I mean, it sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I hope
right?
there's enough to share.
Is there
Erin.
more than one piece?
Hint, hint, hint.
I mean...
No, it's all gone already.